Kenyon, and just as we were preparing for this live hit, we asked this gentleman whether perhaps he had just received the vaccination, and it turns out that he did. Mr. Kenyon is 91 years old, and I'd like you to tell us how you came to get the vaccine this morning, how it happened.
I rang up Guy's Hospital, which I know very well, so I've lived in London most of my grown-up life, and I said, "What's this thing, you're doing the vaccination?" They said, "Yes." And then they spent various times asking me questions about this and that, not very interesting, and I said yes, no, yes, no. And they said, "We'll come at 12:30. Of course, I couldn't damn well find anywhere to park my car, so I was late. Anyway, I'm here now, and I got inside, and they duly put me on a list. I went off and had a rather nasty lunch, and then came back, and they were ready for me. And no, it didn't hurt at all. I didn't know the needle had gone in until it come out. It was very interesting. No, it was painless.
It was a quick in and out for the needle, like any vaccination.
Exactly. Well, if you don't, vaccinations aren't very common, are they? One has inoculations. No. Well,
So you called this morning, sir.
I rang up the hospital and said, "I'd like to be vaccinated. You're vaccinating, aren't you?" I've seen it on the news, watched the news. And they said yes. I said, and then they asked me questions. They said, "Come at 12:30.
How do you feel that you are now one of the first people in the country to have received the first dose of this vaccine? One of the first people in the world. How do you feel about it?
I don't think I feel about it at all, except that I hope I aren't not going to have the bloody bug now. I don't intend to have it because I've got granddaughters and I want to live a long time to enjoy their lives.
Have you been able to see them much this past year?
No, not hug them. Now I'm going to for Christmas, and they're going to be their parents, my daughter and son-in-law, are going to make quite sure they're able to be hugged.
Have you told them? Do they know
that I've been? No, I'm telling them, getting home and tell them now. Nobody knows. You're the first to know.
So they're going to get the good news that soon you will have protection from this virus.
Exactly, yes, that's right. They will, of course. I'm going to tell my family. They don't know I've been here today. I haven't got time to ring up.
I understand.
Family that consists of daughters and grandchildren.
I understand the hospital gave you a card?
Yes.
What is it? Can you show us? What does it say on the card?
There you are. Ever taken a picture there? It just says my name and when I've to come for the follow-up in 10 days' time or so. And it's got my name on it, and that's about it. Very unexciting.
So you should be coming back in 21 days' time, and according to NHS guidance, 7 to 10 days after that, which brings us to early January, you should have developed protection, immunity from the coronavirus, and that, sir, is when you should be able to hug your family and your...
Absolutely. That's my intention. Yes, I don't intend to have it. Well, there's no point in dying now when I haven't lived this long, is there? I don't plan to, anyway.
Martin, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us today.
My pleasure to meet you.
Well, it's been our pleasure to meet you, too. And look, these are just these incredible human stories that have been percolating throughout the day from this hospital here, Guy's Hospital in central London. Great place. And from 50 more hospitals in England and dozens more across the UK. And it is just the beginning of this mass vaccination program. For the moment, it's just a trickle. A few people, 800,000 doses are in country. That's enough for 400,000 priority patients like Martin Kenyon, whom we just met. And of course, the program is going to be ramped up over time to include wider sections of the population. Back to you.
I was sitting here, I'm sure Jim too, beaming from ear to ear that entire interview and applauding when Martin Kenyon said, "There's no point in dying now, yeah. Cyril. I've made it to 91.
I'm afraid I've lost the connection here.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Cyril. That was a highlight, right, Jim? I mean, can you ask for anything better?
Yeah, no point in dying now. That's a life mantra.
It was great to see him. We hope Martin's family was watching as well.